All right, ladies and gentlemen, whores and whoremongers, welcome back. It's episode 51. We're fucking killing it.
We're like so bad.
2020 is off to a great start for everyone from what I can see. Just across the board. Looks like everything is going great. It's going to be a great fucking year for everyone. Yeah. Wow. It's been a crazy fucking month and a couple of days. For real.
For you personally, or what are you
For
speaking
everyone,
of?
like not even just me, everyone. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy. We've got the coronavirus. That's hot.
Yeah.
I love that they named it after a beer. That's great.
Is it near you?
No. It's close.
You don't have any confirmed cases near you? I do.
I know
it's
you
in
do.
the Bay Area.
Oh, I know. Good luck with that. I mean, I could think of a few people that I hope get it. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hopefully not me.
Yeah, hopefully not you. that wouldn't be too good. I know everyone's probably expecting Scouse Nah to be here. She couldn't make it, so she actually sent me a voice memo that I'm going to play for you guys. I guess I should play it now. I'll play it in 1 second. I see that you put some questions in the chat this week. I was shocked by that.
Okay, so I was holding on to those, and
oh, you holding out on me now, bitch?
Well, I was gonna put them, like I got them before we were gonna record with her.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to put them in the chat with her because we were doing stuff specifically like for her. So I was like, I'm gonna save it for the next one.
Perfect.
Also, I did not read them. So did you read them? Because they're long.
No, why are they all so long?
I don't know. I didn't read them.
They're so long.
I feel like they're going to be good though because they're long.
I was going to come on here and take all the questions for Scouse Nah and read the answers in her voice.
That might be more entertaining. I don't know. Like, no offense to her. I just would love to hear that.
I mean, if I could do a proper British accent or even a Scouser accent, which is much thicker, as you'll hear in a second, it's my accent sounds like a Scottish dude, or like maybe an Australian or something. It's definitely not British.
Yeah.
So
Scottish is hard though. I feel like Scottish and like Irish, that's a hard one to do.
I feel like when I try to do British, that's how it comes out.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. My answer was just going to be, I love big dick to all of them. Because she's a big dick enthusiast. All right, let me play this message for everyone.
Hello, everyone. I was meant to feature on this podcast and impart my wisdom to everybody. But unfortunately, outside circumstances came together to stop me from coming on. Basically, I got some dick, massive 9-inch dick, and I was extremely drunk. And luckily, your fuckboy, because he's the biggest hoe enabler going, was very understanding about it. But basically, as soon as possible, I will be on the podcast within the next few weeks. I'll be answering all your questions if you've got any for me. So I apologise if anyone's like disappointed or anything, but listen, dick is more important.
I can tell you our producer is, or editor, whatever you want to call him, is very disappointed. But I will get her on here if I have to fly to Liverpool and put a microphone in her face.
Is the editor like, does he really like her or something, or why?
Yeah, he lives close to her. He lives like
he does.
20 minutes from her.
Does he know her?
She's like a big deal in Britain.
Oh, is she?
She really is. Like, especially in Liverpool. Like she's like a little celebrity for sure. Like people know her.
I did not know that.
She causes a lot of trouble on Twitter, a lot. And it's a lot of it's politically related. If you don't follow Scouse Nah on Twitter, you are missing out because has no filter. She loves to get drunk and go on Twitter rants, and she gets blocked by politicians constantly.
So it's going well.
True story. I do want to say happy birthday to her. Her birthday was about a week or two ago. So happy birthday, Scouse Nah. And also Butthole Pillow Girl. Her birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday to you too, Butthole.
Is that her new nickname? Just call her Butthole.
Butthole for short. Oh my. Anything good going on with you?
I feel like I actually had something I wanted to talk about, but for some reason I can't remember. But if I think of it, I'll let you know.
That's great.
Like there was definitely something. I don't know what it was. It's been a while, so I don't remember.
It has been a while. Well, it's been about 3 weeks, and there's not much going on in my life, at least. The biggest question I've been getting asked, of course, every time I'm like, send questions or stories, almost every single one of them
about your snap
is asking where my snap is.
Yes, I'm getting questions too, still.
I do have a new snap. I am not going to say it now because I'm going to force you to listen to the whole podcast because I'm into torture like that. So at the end of the podcast, I will let you know what it is and how you can possibly be added to it because it is private and not everyone is going to be added to it. So
it's exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, I can't waste my time, building these accounts and having them fucking deleted. It's bullshit.
Is there like your fuckboy quiz they have to complete before they can be accepted?
We will get to that at the end.
Okay.
Have some patience, goddammit.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I was listening and I really just wanted to know, I would just fast forward to the end.
Can you do that? Can you do that on SoundCloud? I know you can do it on YouTube, but can you do it on SoundCloud?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Fuck them. Still gotta wait. I didn't know you could do that. I've never used SoundCloud to listen to something, so I don't fucking know. Whatever. I want to read this first thing because it was sent a while ago and I forgot to put it in here. I haven't really read it, but I'll read it now. I'm listening to episode 3, and the question is about what a girl can do to redeem herself after a bad first sexual encounter. I gave a guy a head once while I was high and ended up wiping his cum on his cheek. How'd you do that? And thought it was hilarious. He was like, "What the fuck?" And just stared at me, so I laughed some more. Wiped it on his face again. He said it was too weird for us to continue, so he left. But he texted me a few weeks later to come over, and we fucked. Do you have anything to say?
Okay, I have a few things to say.
Perfect.
I think because she's calling this a bad first sexual encounter. I would not classify this as a bad first sexual encounter.
I wouldn't either.
He came, number one.
Well, maybe she didn't come. Maybe that's why it was bad.
I mean, maybe. But I mean, I feel like she's writing it from like his perspective or like hers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wouldn't classify it as that because obviously he got off. I feel like this girl has a very good sense of humor, so I feel like I can relate to it. She probably thought it was like, funny, obviously. And I feel like he had to come back for a reason. So obviously he liked something about you, even if you did that, or maybe he was into it. I don't know. But or maybe he's like, oh, this girl is like, she has a good sense of humor. We can laugh and have fun and be weird. First thing that I think of is I probably would have laughed too. You know what I mean? If it was genuinely an accident, her wiping nut on my face for some reason,
I would probably laugh, especially if I saw her laughing. It would probably make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And even if she did again, like jokingly, I would probably still laugh. Unless I just didn't like the fucking person as a person. And then I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get out of my fucking house. So it doesn't seem like it's something you need to redeem yourself on. What would you consider a bad, what did she call it? It was a bad first sexual encounter.
I feel like that would have to be something that stops it from happening, like that stops it from being completed. You know what I mean? Like there's
him saying some weird shit.
Like something really you're not comfortable with, or like if he can't get hard, or what if her vagina is like really disgusting and smells bad, or like something like that. That's what I would consider. Or if like they're so drunk they passed out, or they're so drunk they threw up. Something that stops it from being completed. The
stinky pussy one, that's a big one.
That's what I would consider to be bad.
Yeah. And you really can't redeem yourself from that. For me personally, like if your pussy stinks, then I'm not coming back for more. I'm just not.
Yes.
I don't know. Sometimes there's just not chemistry. You can be attracted to the person, but it's just, I don't know. Some people are weird when it comes to sex. There's like these chicks that are starfish that just lay there and they don't do shit, or just like really don't know what they're doing, or are like trying to overcompensate. I don't know that I would come back for that personally. I don't know.
I feel like if they come back, like there's something, whether it's small or something, like there's something that they liked.
Or they're drunk.
I mean that too, but they have to like something about you to a certain extent to think to call you up again or whatever.
I would assume so, yeah. I was paying attention to myself the last time we were recording. I say way too fucking much. That should be a drinking game on here. Like every time you hear me say people should have to take a shot.
I say oh my god probably a lot.
That's better than because is just like like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to think.
I say a lot too. Maybe not necessarily here, but I think just in life.
And we could change the name of the podcast to
No. Okay. we could do OMG.
Great. Perfect. So unique. Let's see. I don't know. Like, what would be a bad first sexual encounter if you were fucking a dude and the dude fucked something up? What would it be? Or how? Like, give me an example.
I feel like there's lots of things.
Busting a nut fast, I guess so.
There's that, or if he can't even get hard, or if he's like not good.
Is that really even a sexual encounter?
If his dick is like really small, or if he's like not good at anything, like he can't, like he's not good at like with his hands, he goes down on me and it's terrible, or something like that, like something like he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Is it possible? Would it be possible for him to redeem himself?
I guess it would depend on what it was and if I liked him.
Give me an example of something that somebody could redeem themselves from. I feel like small dick's not going to be the one.
That's just, you can't fix it.
Yeah, you can't. Well, they have these like penis extensions now.
What exactly is that?
It's like a fucking hollowed out dildo that you put at the end of your dick to add like however many inches to it.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought. So how does it like stay on?
I don't know. I don't have that problem.
Is it like a weird strap-on situation?
No, it looks like it. You ever seen a pocket pussy?
Yes, but I've never seen one without a dick in it.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know how to.
I get videos of guys all the time jacking off with pocket pussy.
That's so weird.
There's one guy that sends it to me almost every day, and it's been years every day.
That's so weird.
And I think I've talked about him on the podcast before because, like, I don't know if like he has like a life, like, or do you just sit around and fuck pocket pussies all day? Like, I don't know.
I did I don't know if you know, but I did Adam and Eve sends you a lot of free stuff, and one of the things was a pocket pussy one time. So when I first started my Snap, I was like, I'm gonna fucking try to use this and review it because I'd never used a pocket pussy before. Haven't used one since. It was horrible. It's fucking horrible.
What's horrible about it?
First of all, I don't like condoms. So it's like a giant condom, and I needed a shitload of lube to even get my dick into, like, the fucking hole. Like, it stretches immensely, but the hole is super tiny. So by the time you get your dick in this thing, and there's so much like tension or pressure around the base of it because it's so fucking tight, you feel like you have a big, cold, wet piece of rubber around your dick. So
I didn't think about that. It's not warm.
It's not warm at all, and it's extremely difficult to get off with it. At least it was for me.
Does it come in sizes? Like, was that a super extra tight one or something?
No, they have different kinds. They don't have different sizes.
Okay.
I actually bought this sex toy over the holidays. It's a fuck machine. What?
Oh, okay.
Sits
I'm
there.
like, I feel like that could be so many different things.
It shoves the dildo in and out of whatever hole. But it came with another attachment, which is a pocket pussy.
Ugh.
Right? I was like, I can't imagine a situation where I'm like, today is going to be the day that I'm going to put this thing on this machine, lay on the fucking ground with my legs spread, and let this thing try to manually jerk me off. I just can't fathom that. So yeah, that'll never get used.
Do they have fake pussies? Do they have like assholes that you can fuck? Is that a thing?
I've seen like those. It'll be like a half a piece of a body, like the ass, and it'll have two holes. Like, that's the only thing I think I've seen where you can, like, quote unquote fuck an asshole.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Who knows? There's so much shit out there.
Yeah.
A lot of it is from AdamandEve.com. I couldn't resist. Oh man, I'm talking to this girl the other day, and she's like, God, I hope I'm allowed to talk about this. She was like, my girlfriend is fucking some dude, and he wants her to call him dad and act like she's his daughter. And she's like freaking out about it, and she's telling me this whole story. And I was like, this is fucking weird. And so we're talking about it for a few minutes. And then she tells me, well, her ex-boyfriend, the reason they broke up is because her ex-boyfriend admitted to her that, oh, mind you, the girl was into it, which she also thought was weird, which I thought was kind of weird too. But the girl's ex-boyfriend, and this is like I'm only telling this because it's not funny or anything. It's just creepy, just weirded me out. He used to tell her that from like the age of, I don't know, 15 to 18 or some shit like that, he would jerk off thinking about his mother.
What the hell?
Right? I mean, she clearly has a type. She's clearly attracting a certain type of fucking guy somehow.
But I would hope that's not that common to be a type.
I've definitely seen stories on my Snap over the years about things of that nature. I definitely have. I don't think it's, you never know. You never know how widespread something is, because I can tell you right now, the amount of women that are letting dogs eat their fucking pussies is way higher than any of us would ever think.
Serious? That is animal abuse. For real. That's disgusting.
Is it? I mean, it's disgusting. I don't know if it's abuse.
No, it's abuse. That is abuse.
You ever seen a dog go straight for a woman's panties if they're on the ground? That's a fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I know, but still, like,
I'm not condoning this whatsoever. It's disgusting.
Also just gross. It's disgusting. Gross. Also,
it is. It's fucking disgusting. But people do disgusting things, and I'm sure men do it as well. But I'm pretty sure it's more common for women than it is men.
I would think so.
Women are fucking freaks, man. That's too much. It is. It's too much.
I would never. Like, that thought wouldn't even cross my mind.
Oh, I've had a few women admit it to me over my social media over the years. One of them, somebody DM'd me. I didn't open the DM, but it DM'd me like, I don't know, in the last year or two, and was like, do you want to watch my dog eat my pussy? I was like, oh fuck. And this was like probably like early 30s, like housewife with kids. I know that from stalking her profile. But do you want to see my dog eat my pussy? No, ma'am, I do not.
I can't believe that. But I also, so if anybody out there has done this, I want to know, like, what is your feedback on it? I mean, did you actually enjoy it, or did it feel like a dog just licking your vagina? Like, what did it feel like? Was it satisfying?
I have had a woman tell me, and she still follows me to this day. I don't know if she listens to the podcast or not, but I guess we're about to find out. She told me, and it was so random, it was just out of nowhere. She was like, I let my dog eat my pussy. Ain't nobody gonna eat my pussy better than my dog.
Oh, God. I just couldn't imagine it being good at all.
I feel like it has something to do with how rough their tongue is. But
maybe.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
I imagine it just straight up feels like a dog is licking me. You know, like a dog licking your hand or something. Like, that sensation wouldn't feel good to me.
I don't mind a dog licking my hand, but I'm going to go wash my hand afterwards, to be honest.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. That's dirty.
Yeah. Well, people like to say dogs have cleaner mouths than humans.
Yeah.
Not after eating your stank-ass pussy, bitch.
That poor dog. Those poor dogs, like, out in the world, like, having to live a life, like, be a little dog sex slave. What the fuck is that? I
mean, the woman that had DM'd me, she was clearly married with children. Like, how, like, I can't imagine. Like, if I was married, I can't imagine that either. But if I was married and I came home and I saw my wife laying on the fucking bed getting the dog to eat her fucking pussy, I don't even know, like, what grounds of divorce you put that under. I
feel like that would just be, like, horrible.
How am I even going to tell my lawyer? Well,
that's horrible. That's the worst. I can only imagine what a guy would feel like if they walked in and saw their wife. Like, they have to feel so bad for themselves. I would.
I don't even know. Like, it's hard to fathom where your head would go in a situation like that. It really is. Because what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've had, there's been a lot of people that have written in, like, guys and girls no, I think it's mostly girls. When they're like, when we're doing like Tell a Secret or whatever like that. And it'll be stories about dudes that, like, they're hooking up with, and then all of a sudden they try to get the dog involved and want their dog to fuck her.
No.
I've heard a few of those over the years. Yeah.
Like a threesome with your dog? No.
Yeah.
Not happening. Like, that's animal lover to a whole new level that I'm not on.
It's just so gross. so gross. I don't even know. If anybody has any good bestiality stories they want to share with us, have at it.
I mean, I've seen like on Facebook just like straight up videos of like guys fucking goats and stuff, and it's disgusting. Like I just don't understand it.
That's definitely a thing. I can't even say it's more so in other countries. Like I know, I don't know the guy, but I was at a buddy's house. This was years ago, and this dude was there hanging out, and he had just gotten out of jail or prison. And he was sitting there bragging about how they used to fuck the chickens. They would go out and work on the farm. They would take a chicken, put their dick in the chicken, and then break the chicken's neck. And then the chicken, like, because it's dying and you know, it starts to freak out and kind of like spaz while your dick is in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's a thing. It's disgusting, but it's definitely a thing.
Oh my God. I just feel so bad for the animals. Like that is just so sad to me.
Yeah, I feel bad for whoever had to eat that chicken.
Well, I did like. Aren't you afraid these animals have like diseases like we don't even know? And you're gonna put your dick inside of it?
To be quite honest with you, I've never thought about fucking an animal, so it would never occur to me to think, well, maybe I shouldn't fuck this chicken because maybe I'll get salmonella on my penis.
How can you get salmonella from fucking a chicken?
I do know, but dogs, and this is true. Dogs carry chlamydia naturally, so you can definitely transmit chlamydia from a fucking dog.
I wonder if that's just like how it started. One day,
Probably.
someone was like, "I'm fucking this dog," and then now we have chlamydia.
Just go for the pocket pussy, dude. Leave the animals alone. I know it's hard to get off wearing that thing, but just leave the animals alone. It's disgusting.
I mean, I feel like if that's as bad as you say it is, I feel like a lot of guys are okay with just a hand. Their hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I use when I jerk off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like majority of men are okay with just their hand.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's all fucking hope so. Take a shot, bitch. Okay, so somebody on my premium Snapchat messaged me, and he said, he sent me a picture of, I'm sure everyone listening has seen the Airbnbs that are basically like houses turned into BDSM dungeons. And he was like, can we, look into this for the next podcast? I was like, how? And he was like, has anyone rented one? Would it be better bringing your own toys and tools than when traveling? How would people trust the cleanliness of the rented toys? I have not rented one. I actually thought about turning the house I live in into one. And I'll tell you why I didn't in a second. I'm sure you've never been rented one as well. They're expensive.
No, I have not.
Have you seen them?
I haven't.
They're just people take their houses, turn, every room into, it's just basically props everywhere. It's like a dungeon, but it's throughout a house, and then they rent the house out, and they're usually very expensive.
So is there like a staff? Like, is there like a dom that comes with the room, or you bring your own person?
Nah, yeah, you bring your own.
Oh, okay.
Bring your own slave.
I wasn't sure. Like, do they just have, like, is it a whorehouse? What are we talking about?
That would be so much better. I would totally be down for that. I'll be you in that room, and you over in that room.
Just tie up all the other ones so they can't move while you have one. I know that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I thought about doing this because I live in a house it's just me, and there's a few rooms, and I could do it. I could definitely do it. I could market it easily. I could make money from it. The problem is, I don't think my cleaning lady is going to appreciate having to clean up after that. And I sure as fuck am not going to clean up after that. I don't give a fuck how much money I'm getting paid. I ain't like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't need, and you know, I never really thought about it. I've seen them, but I've never been like, oh, I want to go do that. But like now that this person is asking me to look in, you know, asking about it, like, I'm a filthy motherfucker, man, but you got to really trust the person you're renting something like that from to really have things cleaned properly. Like, you're not talking about just a hotel room. You're talking about bodily fluids all over the fucking place, quite literally sometimes. I got enough props and toys in my own place. You know what I mean?
Like if I were ever to do this, I wouldn't want to do it out of the house that I'm living in. It would have to be like a separate location that I am not at.
Well, I wouldn't be here if somebody rented out the house for like a weekend or whatever. I wouldn't be here. I would leave unless they wanted me here, and then they would have to pay more. Especially if I get involved. I still
wouldn't want it to be like in my home. Like my home is my home for me. So I wouldn't like that, and I feel like it wouldn't just be a regular, you know, Airbnb. It would have to be there would have to be some kind of like licensing or permit, like something extra. I feel like you would have to get or something.
I don't think so. These people are doing it on Airbnb. It's not Airbnb BDSM.
Like there has to be some kind of like liability or like something. I feel like.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like there would have to be. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it really depends on like how the degree of the toys.
Well, it probably depends on where you're at too. I think like what city, what state you live in or country or whatever.
Why?
Because all the states have different laws and countries have different laws and stuff.
I see. Getting political on us now?
Huh?
You getting political on us now?
I'm just trying to think like if you were actually to do this, like there's like the business side of it.
I wouldn't do it. You would have to pay somebody so much money to, and I can't imagine you getting more than maybe a night or two at the most out of somebody, unless there's like a group of people that are doing it. Maybe you get more. I don't know, but what would kill your profit is the amount of money you would have to pay somebody to clean that. Like you would have to pretty much get the equivalent of like those companies that come in after somebody's murdered in the house and they have to clean it. You know what I mean?
Or you'd have to like require them to clean it before they leave.
You can't trust that.
I don't know. Or like if you don't, then you have to pay double or something. I don't know. Like you'd have to do something.
You know, hopefully they would tidy up behind themselves, but you know, at the end of the day, you really have to go in and disinfect the whole fucking house.
Yeah. People would have to sign some kind of waiver to say like, if I get an STD,
right,
I can't sue you.
That's a good one.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Some kind of liability, something like that.
Well, he also asked, you know, about toys. If I was going to go to some place like that, I certainly would not, unless they're offering you new toys that you can, you know, that the price is bundled into the package and you get to take them home. I wouldn't use anybody else's toys. That's disgusting.
Yeah, no.
Like I know my toys. I know I disinfect and clean my toys. You know, that's peace of mind for myself. I don't, you know, it's hard to trust people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no way I'm using a used community toy. It's not happening.
Well, I mean, all my toys are technically community toys.
I don't know how I would feel about that. I would feel uncomfortable, I think.
Are you one of them? You're one of them that, like, you're not using a toy on me that you've used on other people?
I just, it's not a jealousy thing. I feel like the way you say it makes it sound like a jealousy thing.
No, I don't mean it. No, I don't mean it like that at all.
Okay, yeah, no, for me, it's a sanitation thing.
We've debated this on my Snap so many times. I would say probably 75% of the women were okay with it as long as they knew that the toys were cleaned. 25% were like, hell no, I'll bring my own toys, which is cool. You know, bring your own toys. But I clean my toys, you know.
I mean, I guess it would depend on who it is. Like, can I really trust this person and trust that they're telling me that this is clean and this is fine?
Fair enough. I mean, you could tell I clean my toys because there's usually like toys in my bathroom sink, and I've got a bottle of whatever the sex toy cleaner is right next to it. I spray that shit down, dry it, and then wash it with soap and water as well. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm the only one that uses mine, so I clean them, but like I know it's just mine, so like it's cool.
Right. Okay, good God, man, you can't be fucking serious with this. Why are they so long?
No, like I said, I didn't read these, so I don't even know if they're anything good or what they're even about.
All right, let's start with mine then, because mine are much shorter. And if we get through mine, then we can get to yours.
Where are you starting, or which one are you reading? I have not read these either.
I'm starting at the very first one.
Okay.
If you had to estimate how many of the girls you fuck with actually get off, because trust me, faking is incredibly easy to do. I can tell you the girls that I fuck with regularly all get off. It's rare that a woman that I'm fucking doesn't get off. There are women that I come across that just have a difficult time coming or can't come. I don't usually fuck them for an extended period of time because there's not usually something I can do about that. But I make women ask permission to come. So if they don't come, you know, I'll know because they didn't ask.
I feel like it's only easy to fake it to someone that doesn't know anatomy.
Like if it's, I don't know, man. It's every woman comes so differently, though. Every woman comes so fucking differently. I like the ones that like lose their fucking mind. I love that shit. It's a turn on.
In what way? What does that mean?
Just
exactly?
like just very vocal and like almost convulsing. Like you can see it. Like you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can feel the energy they're putting out. So, you know, I it's a huge fucking turn on. Like one of my biggest turn ons in life is making and watching a woman come. So I have done everything in my ability over the years to learn women's bodies inside and out to make sure that I've got a fighting chance to make pretty much any woman come, you know. But of course you come across people that sometimes, like I said, can't get off, or, you know, sometimes the fucking chemistry's just not right. You just don't mesh. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there's some little tricks to figure out if a woman's coming or not, you know?
Yeah.
One of them is when she can't walk for 5 minutes afterwards. Do you come hard like that?
I can. I won't say that I always do.
I just totally exposed us to not having had sex last year.
Well, I mean, yeah, but no, I can. It just depends on like him, like if he's like doing something I really like, or just something that's like okay, or you know what I mean. So
like when you play with yourself, let's say you're playing with yourself and you come really fucking hard. Is it vocal? Is it like, are there convulsions?
I feel like not with myself. No.
I'm gonna try it out.
Huh?
I'm gonna see what we can do. All right, you can read the second one.
Okay. Is it longer?
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, you did that on purpose.
Obviously.
Okay. Okay. It says, I just had my first threesome with an ex, and his true colors finally showed.
Oh, this is a good one. I did read this.
Oh, okay. All my suspicions about him being into guys was finally confirmed, even with the threesome being with another girl. That's interesting. Okay. So, turns out he's into BBC porn. This was literally all we watched.
Big black cock porn. For those that don't know.
Okay. Okay, was literally all we watched, yet somehow I still didn't leave as if that wasn't weird enough. Wait, what? Oh, she didn't leave the relationship?
No, I think she's talking about the threesome, that they were actually playing porn in the background of their threesome.
Oh.
That's how I took it.
Okay. Also, turns out he had the other girl suck a black dude's dick, record it, and send it to him. That's not all. Next, she fucked said black dude. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
okay.
it's yes, it makes sense.
Okay.
Next, she fucked said black dude.
Let
him nut.
You should have read this one. Let him nut in her, then went and had my ex-dude suck the nut out of her, per his request. Finally gave the excuse that I had to let the dog I was dog sitting out to go to the restroom, and got the fuck out of there. I might have to switch to your premium for my next threesome. Oh,
you should, sweetheart. Definitely switch to my premium. It's amazing. Thanks for the plug at the end there. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Well, we've talked about guys like sucking another guy's nut out of a girl, haven't we?
We have.
Like some guys are into that.
Yeah.
And there are. I'm guessing this guy is white. Or
I assumed that as well.
And I feel like it's a weird thing. I wouldn't say that I understand it, but it is kind of a thing for white guys to watch their woman or a woman be dominated by a black guy.
That's racist.
That's a
Why is it only white guys?
some people are into that. I wouldn't say necessarily white guys, but like anybody that's
probably
not black.
More so a white guy thing.
Probably, but anybody that's not black.
What a weird thing.
Like I have heard of like those being like kinks for guys.
For sure.
So I'm not really surprised, and I wouldn't necessarily say that means that he's into guys. Like there's something weird happening, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's into guys.
I'm not, this is a slippery slope. I'm not going to say too much on it, but you want another man's nut in your mouth.
That's weird. But as far as like the black guy and the girl like thing, I don't think that's weird. But wanting another.
Oh, I don't think that's not the part that I find weird at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's definitely a thing. No, the weird part is wanting to suck another man's cum out of a woman's cunt. That's
weird.
The weird part for me.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't like that.
You walk in a line there, and like I said, I'm not going to comment anymore on that. Okay, here we go. I have a question for either Scouse Ma, who is not here, or yes sir, daddy sir. Have you ever peed a little while deep throating? It doesn't happen every time, but sometimes I'll find when I'm deep throating a guy or being face fucked, I will involuntarily pee a little. I started to think maybe I was squirting while doing it because I can just get off by giving a guy a head, but I don't think that's the case. I was wondering if this has happened to you or YFB have experienced a girl that does this. If I have, they haven't told me about it.
I've never experienced that. Now, holy shit! Sorry.
What the fuck was that?
My cats just started fighting like right in front of me.
Oh, crazy cat lady. I'm going to take an educated guess and just go with probably the lack of oxygen if you're really being deep-throated and your airways being constricted. I'm going to assume it probably has something to do with that. I don't know if you've ever like held your breath underwater like for an extended period of time, but at some point you feel like you got to fucking piss. Maybe that's just me, but I can.
I've never had that, but I have, like, if I hold my breath for a long time underwater or just in general, my ears start ringing.
That's weird.
I feel like yours is way weirder.
Maybe it is weird. I don't know. It's something I remember like from way back being a kid, and like you're trying to like keep swimming and keep holding your breath as long as you can, and then all of a sudden you feel like you got to fucking piss. That's the only thing I can come up with. If anybody knows the real answer, hit us up and let us know, because we're just talking shit right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's, something's making her lose control of her bladder. I don't know.
I mean,
I wonder if she's had kids. I wonder if it's because you know how, like, you know how moms say, like, when they sneeze, they pee a little. I wonder if it's something having to do with that.
That's a good point. That definitely could be it. Except I don't know who the hell she is and how to find out. So we may never know.
She's listening.
If you're listening out there, let us know if you've had a kid. Where are we at? Okay.
I think we read those last two. I know the premium relationships, we talked about that.
Cool.
And then the episode 3, we talked about that.
Okay, read the last one.
No.
Come on.
Long one.
Come on. Jump.
Do I have to read the whole thing or just the bottom paragraph?
Nah, the whole thing.
Oh. Okay. I just had a weird thing happen. Have you ever come without getting hard? So we had already had sex in the shower, but he didn't come then. So we were out of the shower and he couldn't get it up again. So I offered to help, obviously. I don't mind doing that at all. Like, I enjoy feeling a soft dick get hard in my mouth. He kept apologizing and stuff. Anyways, I sucked his flaccid dick. He would get semi and then go soft again. So I was kind of getting discouraged. It's been a few minutes of this and I'm about to give up. When he's like, no, wait, I think I'm going to come. So I was just like, okay, and kept doing the same thing. And he came with a soft dick. And we laughed for like 10 minutes, like, what just happened? And he said it felt like he came twice. And it was a lot.
I can't say that I've ever come with a flaccid dick. Half hard or semi-hard, for sure. Flaccid dick, no. And I feel like he must have come in the shower and she just didn't know. Because
I was thinking the same thing.
It has to be the case. Because if you just fucked in the shower and you didn't come, your dick is still going to be fucking rock hard and ready to go, like waiting to get that out. Nut.
Yeah.
If you just got a nut, depending on who you are and how your body works, you may not be able to get your dick up that fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again,
that's just science. But yeah, I don't know. Coming with a flaccid dick, that's just kind of weird. I don't know if there's people out there that have come with a completely flaccid dick. I would love to hear those stories.
I would too.
Trying to just envision that is weird. Like,
I just don't know, because like I feel like it's just not possible. Like, it's like, doesn't your dick have to get hard, like, in order for that to happen? I would think. I don't know.
Well, like I said, I've definitely had a semi-hard dick and cum. So if that's possible, maybe I don't fucking know. It must be possible because it happened, right?
I mean, are we sure he came? Like maybe he didn't come. I don't know. Like I don't know.
She said she was sucking his dick.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she's a whore. I like her. I like her a lot.
Do you know her?
She's on my premium, and she like fucks. She fucked a squash on my premium.
Oh yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I think I remember what I wanted to talk about.
Ooh, you want to fuck a squash?
So I came across an article that is like, I should have sent it to you, but it was like a list of different kinds of foods in particular that scientists and I believe doctors have now like put out this list. Like it has gotten to a point where they had to make a list and put it out into the public about food items that should not go in your vagina.
Oh my God.
And one of them, which I don't even know why you would think to do this, was parsley. Like fresh parsley.
How do you even shove that in your cunt?
I don't know.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. And also cucumbers made the list. So all you cucumber fuckers, maybe don't.
This chick, I'll be honest with you, because I've seen her do it several times with several different vegetables. She puts condoms on the vegetables. Mm-hmm. So
I think
at least she's using protection.
I think if you do that, it's maybe okay. I don't think they touched on that in the article. Like if you have protected sex with parsley, it's okay.
Yeah, protected vegetable sex seems completely harmless.
Yes, that's fine.
Jesus. What a fucking world we live in.
I know. Like that had to be like a public like thing that had to be released to the public. It was such a problem.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you want to read one of my big stories?
No, we're about to wrap this up. Let's see. You got anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
I don't think so.
I keep wanting to do the sex tip thing, but I'm going back and forth with it. So maybe the next one. I don't know. I do want to say that Valentine's Day is coming up. So if you're going to get your girl a gift for Valentine's Day, which is not really my thing personally, but if it's your thing, nothing says I love you like a big fucking dildo from adamandeve.com that you can tell her to go fuck herself with. Okay? With code FUCKBOY, you get 50% off one item and free shipping in the United States and Canada. And they send you a bunch of free stuff along with it. So honestly, like if I was, if I did like the whole Valentine's Day thing, which God, if I ever did that, just fucking kill me, please. It would only be sex toys. That's the only gift you're getting from me. I'm getting you anything else. You can have a sex toy, But
I mean, would you buy weed? Like, what if I want weed in a sex toy?
Buy your own fucking weed, asshole.
Well, I can buy my own sex toys. And that's why Valentine's Day is stupid, right there.
I mean, let's not even go down that road. Valentine's Day is just fucking dumb.
I think we've talked about it before, but clearly we haven't changed our position on it.
It's a fucking joke. Oh, hey, you just got out of debt from Christmas. Hey, now your wife needs something. Or your girlfriend needs something. That bitch got something for Christmas. Fuck out of here. I ain't getting that bitch nothing. It's
just stupid. Why do we need a designated day to show love or appreciation for something or for someone? It's just not necessary.
Exactly. It's bullshit. Mm-hmm. So Glad that ad went well.
We're the best. Like, that's why we have so many people wanting to work with us. Like, we have to, like, they're fighting over it. Like,
Totally.
we're having a bidding war on who's going to sponsor us.
We're killing it. Oh, man. Yeah. So, Valentine's Day, if you got to get something, go over to Adam and Eve, buy something, and get a good deal on it. The code is FUCKBOY. And like I said, it's 50% off of any one item. And it's pretty much site-wide, but there are a few things that are, not covered on that, but they will still give you a discount on it. And it's free shipping in the United States and Canada. So, or just get yourself a dildo and fuck yourself. How about that? Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I think...
leave your dog out of it.
Yeah. Leave your dog out of it. It's just weird. It's just so fucking weird. I think the Handy J is going to come on here. If I can't get Scouse Nah on the next episode, I will do my best to get the Handy J on. If you got any questions for her, DM them to me or yesterday. I almost called you by your name. Yesterday.
Oh my God.
And we'll, if you know the Handy J, she's a pretty controversial chick when it comes to social media. So, and she's really funny. So I think that would be a really good one. She already told me she would like to do the podcast. So I think I can get her on with no problem. What else? There was something else I was supposed to... Oh, okay.
Your Snapchat.
Here you go. You waited all night for it.
Some of you fast forward. It's okay. But you missed like a good conversation in the middle. So maybe go back.
If you fast forward it through this, fuck you. Actually,
go fuck yourself.
I don't care.
But make sure you buy it from Adam and Eve.
Yeah. There you go. All right. I do have a new Snapchat. The name of it is WWYFBD. I will put that in the description. I'm not going to put that it's the new Snap. It'll just say WWYFBD. And I am keeping it private. Not everybody's going to be accepted. And if you want to be accepted to it, you have to send me a live snap of you, so I know who the fuck I'm accepting. And, move on from there. It's not really active right now. It's kind of active. This is the first time I'm announcing it to anybody other than my premium subscribers. So I'll probably announce it on social media. I don't know, this week or next week. But if you would like to join the Snap group, it's WWYFBD. You know anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I feel like you should have them like tell you something to prove that they're like a loyal follower. Like they need to like send or tell you like their favorite meme you made or your favorite opinion.
You can't do the meme thing because I don't post memes on Snapchat, and not everyone that follows me on Snapchat follows my Instagram because
they just need to say something like personal about you, not like you yourself, but like that they are a follower. You know what I mean?
No.
Like they need
because
to,
the people I'm trying to weed out know enough personal stuff about me from stalking me for the last 5 fucking years to go around that. I'm really I just want to see whose face it fucking is so I can figure out who the fuck is trying to follow me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know like who I need to weed out, so to speak. And I'm going to keep it private. Like, I don't need it to be enormous, but I do want it to be private. I just don't want problems with people. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't need people reporting me. I don't know. It's the only approach I can figure out how to take right now.
Yeah.
Seeing that my backup Snap was deleted within a month. So,
yeah.
You want to follow? I got to see who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Anyway, anything else to say?
No.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. It'll be next week. I have no plans in life. So, I don't think she does either.
What? What did you say?
I said, it'll be next week. I don't have any plans in life, and I don't think you do either.
Oh, that's pretty rude.
Oh, do you? I'm sorry. have I misspoke?
Actually next week I'm fine, but I'm busy this week.
Okay. Anyway, we'll try to get the Handy J or Scouse Nah on the next one. It will not. You won't have to wait that long for another one. Anyway, we will see you next time. Go buy some Adam and Eve shit, and remember, always be a good girl for daddy. Goodbye.